So let's get into this Aunties podcast. I actually like it. I like Toni, I like Tia, and I like Karlissa. No matter how people feel about them, they all bring something. Like, they all have different personalities, so I feel like it all go together to me. My favorite episode so far is the Mama D episode, which was the latest episode. I feel like they need to go ahead and add Mama D on there, because when they first was talking about what they had going on for as how the podcast was going to come about and who all needed to be on there, I was one of the people that said Mama D needs to be on there. Like, she needs to be a permanent host on the show. They all blend well. They all have crazy personalities. They all will pop off, all of that, right? The only thing that I don't like about the show is it be too much scattered talking, like everybody talking over everybody. So you can't really hear each other's opinions about different things because everybody is yelling. Like, it's a lot of yelling. So with the Mama D episode, of course, they made it majority of the time about Bambi, and I just feel like Mama D don't take no accountability for anything. Like, she's not somebody that's gonna come out and actually say, I was wrong for this, I was wrong for that, I shouldn't have did that. She's not one of those people. So I just feel like I don't know exactly what Bambi did, or maybe Mama D felt like Bambi took Scrappy from her, or whatever the case was. I don't know, but it seemed like it ain't no coming back from them. But then again, she had this same situation with Erica once upon a time too, because at once upon a time she did not like Erica. Her and Erica was bumping heads just as much as her and Bambi. So the only thing about it was, I don't think she made a diss song about Erica. But I don't understand how anybody could put up with that right there. That whole little situation, and she was making it sound like Bambi doing all kind of conniving things off the scene that nobody know about. She's dragging her son and everything, so she don't really care. Bambi's mama stayed with her and betrayed her in so many ways and all of that. So long story short, they was asking her about that, and Tia was telling her she was asking her, why was you on there acting like Scrappy had a baby with Shay? She danced around it, talked around all of that. I never even heard the response that she really gave, if it was clear or not, because I got lost in the sauce. So Tia was basically saying, like, she would have wanted to fight her too. They got to talking about the streets, and she got to telling them how she did whatever she needed to do to raise her kids or whatever. And basically she was rebellious in so many ways, and she knew the right way to go. She just didn't go that way because that's the way that she wanted to make money, which was being a pimp and all of that. Her and Toni, they both, was on one accord when it came to that. Like, people from the streets, they won't understand it because you will be considered a square, and square people, they think a whole different way. Like, the people that's in the streets, their mind is programmed a whole nother way. So that's that, right? Mama D was all over the place. Mama D was one minute she was talking like she was serious, and then the next minute it's like I could not take her serious because she would go from you feeling like sympathizing with her to her being on some stuff like, well, yeah, this and that, and yeah, and this is what I had to do. And it's just like, the theatrics with Mama D. So I didn't really know how to take her when it came to her explaining her lifestyle and all of that. I did not know how to take Mama D, but Toni was following. So hello, back with another review. So watch the episode of Baddies, which was the latest episode. It really wasn't much to give at all this episode. I really feel like they just dragged it out all together, because what they should have did was just took this episode and merged it on in with the next episode. Because if they're not tricking us, the next episode look like that one is going to be way better than this one. So anyways, excuse me. this episode centered around Lemmy's birthday party. So everybody was there. It really wasn't nothing. They twerked, had drinks, did the normal that we normally see, and they gave out, I wouldn't call it a speech, but I'm gonna just stick with that. Everybody went around and gave speeches about how they felt about Lemmy. Asian doll lost her phone, so she got on the microphone and was telling people that if they came across the iPhone 15 to make sure that they return it. Bianca showed up, and she really didn't give much, but then again, that could be for a later episode, because you know how they drag it along. She showed up. People were trying to see what she was on, but again, they didn't really show as much. Who else? What's her name? E.T. came. I don't get why, because it seemed like she was sad this episode. So I don't know if she was looking for sympathy. I don't know. I don't really know. But she showed up, and Tasiki went over there to her. They kind of talked a little bit. It wasn't nothing. They hugged it out or whatever. I don't understand what was the purpose of E.T. being there, though. I really don't. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I don't get it. I really feel like they just threw that in there for like shock value. So I think the next episode, E.T. and Rolly might have a fight. I don't know if it's gonna be this next episode or maybe another episode after that. But it looks like that is where all the drama is gonna come in the next episode. So again, with this one, E.T. was really looking sad, so I don't get why she was there. It didn't really make sense to me. They didn't really give us anything this episode. They should have took this episode and just merged it in with the next one. We could have waited another week, because this one sucked. It was trash. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It was trash. Like, they really didn't do anything. It didn't even make sense. It looked like something that I could have did at my house. I'm not even gonna lie. So I'm just waiting for the next episode, and hopefully that one is better, because I feel like now they're just doing something like they always do, like they have been doing for the past few episodes. What was I about to say? Dom in the body. She was doing what she normally do. She's a turn up girl, so she was turning up. Rolly, you know what? They really didn't show us a lot of Rolly this episode. They really didn't show us a lot of Rolly. I don't know. But maybe it's because she's on the injured reserve or whatever. So maybe that's why they didn't show us a lot of her. She was there, but they just didn't show us a lot of her. So, yeah. Natalie was there turning up, of course. Jayla, everybody was there turning up, of course. But again, this episode was not good, so I really don't have much to review. But I will be back next week, or whenever they drop the next episode, and I will be talking about that one. So stay tuned.